Brooks Running has a new shoe for you runners out there. Did you hear that? Better turn up your volume. In fact, turn it up to the max. Introducing the all-new Ghost Max. It's got all kinds of things to make your knees and ankles feel protected. Like Max Cushion, Max Soft Landings with DNA Loft V2 foam, and Max Smooth Rides with their Glide Roll Rocker. Feel better on your run with Ghost Max. Learn more at brooksrunning.com.
So it's long, like the string coming out, and I'm thinking, is this a pot roast string? Like clearly the dog got into the trash and ate the remnants.
My God.
Yeah, and a long string.
When did you last have a pot roast?
I don't eat pot roast, but it's clearly a pot roast string. And he's dragging himself along the car. Adam, what do you think? I mean, where would you think a pot roast string?
Where else would you get a string like this?
Oh, dudes, I'm sorry. I'm watching this.
Are you watching TV?
Yeah, it's this old episode of Charles and Charles. Charles has 2 dates at the same restaurant, and he's bouncing between tables. And it's like, you're not going to pull this off, dude. You're not going to pull this off.
How are we supposed to connect
Buddy
like
Limbeck.
this?
We are talking about something really important over here, and you're just jackassing around watching TV?
Sorry, Dad.
You know what, Adam? You're grounded. No television.
What?
At all. Yeah.
For how long?
For a week?
Yeah.
No TV for a week?
That's right! What the
We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake while the chronic sing. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake while the chronic sing. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake while the chronic sing.
Listener, if you find a wasp's nest in your backyard, say in the sprinkler repair box that you haven't touched all summer long, and you just think, I can handle this myself, take it from us. Hire a pro. Don't go at it with a hose. They are going to sting your face, neck, and hands. Just hire a professional in that situation. Take it from these dudes. This is the Grolix Saves the World. My name is Adam Caton Holland.
My name is Ben Roy.
And I'm Andrew Orvidal.
And this is the podcast where we better the world around us by bettering ourselves through various challenges every week. And welcome to it. Welcome to it.
Adam, did that happen to you?
Yeah, are you okay, bud? Do you need an EpiPen or anything?
I'm speaking strictly in metaphors that everyone can relate to.
Okay.
And I just think sort of take that pearl with you as you go about your life.
But you're okay, though.
You're looking a little textured.
Hire a professional for the wasps. Don't let your children watch you go down.
You've got a clump. What is it? What was the movie?
Andrew is the resident Eddie Murphy expert.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What do you need to know about the clumps?
Was it the Clumps?
Yeah.
Was that their name?
Yeah, dude. Professor Clump and
With
his
a K.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, well, I've got a challenge.
I have them on Blu-ray Steelbook if you guys want to come over. Collector's Steelbook edition. Clumps. Yeah. Textured metal cover. Yeah. The whole thing.
Like
yeah.
Terminator 2, but for the clumps.
Yeah. But it's clumps. Yeah.
Let's arrange a screening. Let's do all the clumps just back to back to back to back to back.
Well,
some of our best Patreon people can come and we'll just watch the clumps, the entire oeuvre with them.
no, well, so y'all, you're going to have to hold off on screening that because I have a challenge.
Oh, shit.
A chow, and screenings in this will be strictly forbidden. During the last fourth act, which our Patreon subscribers, our fourth actors now know, is the hypest shit we're doing. I mean, we're holding back on this podcast. We're bringing it hype in Act 4.
Can we talk about how fire our Act 4s are?
Dude, we're
They're
yeeting
so
it.
fucking-
We are yeeting
Exactly.
it.
We are unspooling
We're-
in there. There's no
Yeah.
framework. There's no guidelines.
Send it. That's what we yell every time we start it, and we go full send on that one.
Anyway, Act 4 is fire. If you're not on Patreon getting the Act 4, you
It's
should. But go
literally
ahead, Ben.
like
You
a
were saying.
titty in Atlantic City. This shit is.
Okay,
Dope.
This is
we'll have
dope.
Ron cut that out. But
Yeah.
what was your point?
I'm sorry, I'm talking millennial. But anyway, we were talking on it about how antiquated Adam is, that he still writes checks for everything.
Not only does he write a check for everything, he keeps a blank check in his wallet at all times in case he needs
Just
to
in
give an
case.
emergency $5 to a very handsome grandson. He's ready. He's ready to put that in a card at all times.
It's
All I'm saying is a lot of dry cleaners. It's check or cash, dudes.
well,
That's all I'm
What?
saying.
Where are you getting your dry cleaning done? I've never run into
A lot
that
of dry
in my
cleaners.
life.
It's how they
It's a
operate.
back alley
And I
dry
can't
cleaning
get by just-
operation.
oh God.
They no longer accept my headshot for the wall. They don't want it anymore. They want that check.
Well, anyway, Adam is still doing things analog. And also, I've been following, as a lot of people have, and especially people like ourselves who are involved in the entertainment industry, the current strike, the congruent strike of SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, and the WGA, the Writers Guild. And so in kind of honor of Adam's low-tech way of doing things, and perhaps even in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in those unions who are fighting on the picket lines to get us better deals on streaming platforms and whatnot. And if you're not following, you should check it out because we are being fucked on streaming residuals. It is criminal the way they've behaved. And I think what we do is we black
Burn
out
down the
television
studios.
for a week.
Whoa, let's hear Andrew out.
No
Let's hear
burning down
Andrew
the
out.
studios. Andrew, you can't say
I was
that.
close. I was close.
No.
Okay. I meant metaphorically.
that.
We burn them down with
yeah.
the.
We still need
with
to
the
work with
power
these
of
people.
a organized union. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Andrew, we
Legally,
still
that's
have to
what I
work
meant.
with these people.
Legally,
Yes.
that's what I meant.
But what I think is, in solidarity, we ground ourselves. And I say, you're grounded, no TV for a week. You're not allowed to turn on your... Now, I know this is going to hit Andrew hard, okay, because he didn't
This
really
is
get
gonna
to
hit
watch.
Andrew right in the
As
feels.
fans of the pod will know, of all the challenges we've done, I was truly raised for this one. I mean, I think it's not doesn't seem that formidable to me. I grew up without a TV for the most part, so
Yeah, but you watch television to go to sleep, don't you? I mean,
yeah, I do. Especially more
And-
so now these days. It's become a real nightlight.
right. Since the talking in your head got so loud, right, Andrew? Like when as the voices get louder,
I'll
the
put on
TV
I call it
goes up.
insomniac theater, and I'll put on a bad movie or a bad show, and it puts me.
What do
right
you
to
watch
bed.
before
I
you go to
watch
bed?
The worst shit.
Like what? Like what?
What's the last bad movie
Like
you
what?
watched to put yourself down?
Oh man,
Yeah.
what was it? You know what I've been watching in very tiny installments because boy does it work. It's a 1991 movie called Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, starring Don Johnson and Mickey Rourke. It is a true slice of 90s action movie trashola, and boy, just a sip and you're down. It's my Lunesta. Good night. I've been watching it. I think I'm on like I think I'm on installment like 37 or something. It's I cannot keep my eyes open through it. So
As Mickey Rourke with neon butterfly wings lands on your nose and guides you to sleep.
yeah.
That's the worst movie. I remember seeing that movie in the fucking 90s and being like, well, that's a one and done. I'll never watch that again. And this is coming from somebody who religiously watched Saved by the Bell after school. I mean, and
So wait a minute. We just can't watch any TV. Can we watch movies? Just nothing for a week. Just
no
shut her down.
television, no TV on your phone. It's a no TV challenge. We don't support the studios. We
So it's like a consumer strike. We're having our own little consumer strike.
yeah.
Okay.
And also seeing what the world would be like without all these like amazing writers and actors
Look,
contributing.
some of
their-
these writers and actors are dog shit, and you know that.
I know, but we stand
I'm
and
right here.
Adam, do you watch TV before you go to bed? What do you do? Like, are you?
Generally once the boys go down for the evening, and if my wife and I are both home for the night, yeah, we watch like an hour of something. and then we go.
What's your show?
Upstairs and read.
Because couples do this. What's your show? What are you binging?
I mean, we have tons of bad shows and we have tons of good shows.
Give me one bad show, one good show.
Survivor.
Ooh.
That's my bad show. I love the game show Survivor. I fucking love it. And I'm late to the party.
Are you going back and watching back seasons?
Yeah. Long plane flight, like international. I'll just rip a season of Survivor. Fucking forget about it. Good show.
What's your good show?
You know, I watch all the same shit. The Bear. I'm hooked. I'm watching The Bear season 2. It's fucking great. But here's a cool thing that I did. Maybe I should stop watching TV because I'm not good at it. I started The Bear season 2, way behind everybody, but I was like, all right, I'm ready to dig in. And I watched the season finale first, accidentally.
What's wrong with you?
And
my
I was
God.
just
You
like,
made it all the way
I was
through the
like, oh,
finale
man.
without any like alarm bells going off?
Well, it was just like, it was a combination of like, I don't remember the first season that well. And also I was like, dude, they're just like skipping exposition, no fucking backstory. Like the restaurant is opening and that is that. And I was like, hell yeah. I was like impressed with the choice. I was like, way to just move the football so far forward.
That's amazing.
It's so stupid.
That's spoken like a TV writer because I feel like the notes are always like people aren't going to understand, and it's like, why can't we just skip all of that, get to the meat of the stuff?
I totally,
you know?
I was like, okay, the chef has a girlfriend now. Dope. I didn't need to get to know her. He just has a girl. Like I just fucking, it was really
That's
stupid.
hilarious.
I will say I'm bringing this challenge. This is going to be very hard for me. I fucking love television. I watch an insane amount of fighting and competitive grappling at night before I go to sleep, which could be why I'm not sleeping so well now that I think about that. A lot of
All right, well, I say
fist fighting.
challenge accepted. Challenge
Yeah.
accepted.
All right.
I think I can do this. No fucking problem.
Okay, so-
even though I resent it.
Yeah, the Grolics are grounded. We're grounded from television. You're not allowed to watch TV. But more so, what I want you to do from bettering ourselves. One of the number one things they say for good sleep is no screen time. Turn the screens off. There's something about your phone and your TV that affects circadian rhythms and whatnot. So circadian rhythms. Sorry,
fine.
Circadian, but also the bugs. It messes up their
doesn't
migration,
well, you love the sound,
and the rhythm gets off.
and it affects all of that.
I always swallow one cicada. One cicada, I swallow one before bedtime. You'll sleep better.
I
than you ever fucking sleep.
misspoke.
I'm telling
I
you.
have a lisp. I corrected myself. None of you did
And
because I
then
saw the mistake.
We meanly dogpiled
And
you.
then you beat the shit out of me. Yes. So it does
How
affect.
long are you going to let this lisp cover up the holes in your intellect? I'm tired of it.
Yeah, why don't you quit blaming this poor innocent lisp?
It's not fair.
Start blaming that block of baby Swiss upstairs.
Hey, fucking. Yeah. Okay, guys. Let me retake that then. Let me go back real quick. Guys,
No, we're good. Keep going.
I'm stupid. Okay. And I don't know the difference. And insect, sleep rhythms, it all sounds the same to me.
Now, didn't that feel a little bit better,
It
Ben?
does. It feels truer. It's a truer north, as I say. I don't feel like I'm wandering around in the forest of my mind anymore. But no. So truthfully, it affects sleep rhythms. We know that, right? Reading, it does interrupt time where we could be reading, which obviously helps us sleep better. Also, from a pop culture standpoint, I want you to take a look at, did you miss it? Like, what were the things you missed? Perhaps, like, were there episodes that people are talking about of things that you didn't get to catch up on, so you're behind in pop culture? Like,
If I'm
look
not
for those
relevant at the
things.
water cooler this week, I will never forgive either one of you. If I'm standing there awkwardly at the water
It's cool you put that water cooler in your house, though. So, like, you
I
know,
put it out
you
in
and
front of
Katie
the
and
house
kids
to
can
try to just
stand around it.
hang with the
for the neighborhood
neighbors.
folk to gather around.
It's been hot out,
Just the
so it's
saddest
nice.
guy in the neighborhood.
And what I want us to do is if you do break, you have to mark how long you broke for and what you broke on. You have to tell us what you broke. Like, what was it that broke and made you not commit to this challenge with your good pals? We need to know that. So everybody agree? Those work for you?
Challenge accepted.
That's good.
Dad.
Challenge accepted.
So let's do that. And let's start with listening. Let's do a little listening rather than watching right now. Why don't we listen to some live stand-up comedy from our live show that happens the last Saturday of every month at the world-famous Bug Theater. Although the next Grawlix live show will be at the High Plains Comedy Festival, right, Adam? That is rapidly approaching.
That's right. No September show at the Bug because we're doing one at High Plains. So stay tuned. Probably going to do a live Boy Crazy as well. So we'll figure that out.
That's going to be amazing. So make sure you get your tickets. But in the meantime, let's listen to some stand-up from our fellow podcast pal, Daniel Van Kirk from the Pen Pals podcast and Dumb People Town. You're going to love him if you don't know him already. And then when we return, we will be scrubbed of television, well-rested and well-read. So stay tuned.
This is how basic I am. I'm such a basic bitch that if after this show, any of you said to me, Daniel, let's come back to our place and hang out, I'd go with you. Not because I'm a slut. I am, but that's a different story. I would go with you if you promised me one thing. All you'd have to say is, Daniel, when we get to our place, I go, yeah, like a golden retriever. Yeah? You get to our place, we're going to watch whatever's on HGTV. I'm in. That's how basic I am. Just give me a fat guy with a beard and a petite wife. There doesn't have to be houses. They could be selling sinks. Call it faucet flippers. I'll watch every episode. I love HGTV so much, I created drinking games built around my favorite HGTV shows. And if you want to get wrecked tonight, the first one is called Slopperty Brothers, and you can't handle it. You have to drink every time Jonathan touches his hair or Drew touches his belt. You don't know which is which. And if their brother shows up, yeah, there's a third one, and he's a magician. That's not a joke. That's another thing you know now. If he shows up, you have to take an entire bottle of rosé, freeze it, which then makes... These are my girls right here. She was like, he's gonna fucking get to frosé. I know it. My scarf told me. I know it. The other one, if you guys want to do a power hour tonight that will ruin our lives, I'm in. But it's called House Chuggers and House Chuggers International. And it will put you on the floor. Oh my God, all you have to do is put on Miranda Lambert super loud, and then we write letters to our exes and cry. That's how basic I am.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
Brooks Running has a new shoe for you runners out there. Did you hear that? Better turn up your volume. In fact, turn it up to the max. Introducing the all-new Ghost Max. It's got all kinds of things to make your knees and ankles feel protected, like Max Cushion, Max Soft Landings with DNA Loft V2 foam, and Max Smooth Rides with their Glide Roll Rocker. Feel better on your run with Ghost Max. Learn more at brooksrunning.com.
We are back through the magic of podcasting. Time has passed. We've been in our rooms, scolded, banned from watching the television. And I must ask all three of us out the gates, did you complete this challenge? Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I mean,
oh, boy.
In theory,
mostly.
yes. Sort of, at times.
Well, guess what? Now it's another week. Guess what? In other words, it's another week. Because you fucked up. You're grounded for another week. Get upstairs.
Yeah.
Get upstairs.
Yes, I was smoking pot with the neighbor kid, but
Danny, he's weird.
he's lonely and he's funny when he's stoned. I did. I'll go first since I'll be the first failure.
Oh, boy.
Well, I have a reason. This was hard.
Oh, I'm sure you
Okay,
do.
so
Is that the reason?
yes, it was hard, guys, and that's why I didn't do it. Guys, I didn't do
That's
this
real.
challenge because I didn't want to. No. What happened was that I traveled and I went to Los Angeles.
Oh, sure.
And I was staying with some friends. And they would congregate, these people I was staying with,
They were like,
in the
"TV
evening,
party tonight."
in front of the television to watch some TV. And so I felt weird just disappearing up to my room or being like, I can't hang out in the living room with you all and watch television because I'm doing a podcast. It just felt rude. And so I watched some MSNBC with them. We watched a little bit of some news.
This is depressing me profoundly. You're hanging out with a group of friends all gathered around watching MSNBC on the TV.
Well, it was just on. We were talking, but the TV was on. You know what I mean?
How many nights of the week did you do this?
Only one night.
So your one fuck up was a dirty MSNBC party with some
Yeah,
friends?
and then something else. We watched another show after that. We watched a movie. We watched Gross Point Blank, which is a fantastic movie.
Okay, so now you're bleeding into a fucking 2.5 hour fuck up.
Oh, I went off the deep end. I watched, and then that night I had a TV in my room, and I was like, I've already fucked today up. So then I watched some
Oh, my God.
fighting. I watched some mixed martial arts. I'd missed a fight or two that I really
You're
wanted to see.
pathetic.
truly an
So
addict.
I went back to some man-on-man combat, and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoyed watching it. I started Painkiller. I mean, I went whole hog. I was on TV for watching it, the television, for 5-6 hours. I don't know. I was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If anyone from SAG, AFTRA, or WGA is listening to this, this is why.
Because we're
This is why
addicted
the
to
strike is not
television.
working.
Yes.
It's because of people like
The
that.
rest of the time, I did adhere to it fairly well. I will say the rest of the week, I did fairly well from time to time.
Fairly well.
I would break and
So
pop
not at all.
something
Just say
on
not
and-
at all. Just say not at all.
So say that we're dealing with alcohol or drugs.
I had a couple drinks a day.
I didn't do a lot. There
What
was some.
well,
There was
but
some.
hear me out here. What I did notice was that I was aware and I was going, nope, don't watch television tonight.
And then watched a little TV.
And continue to read a book or start reading early because I read most nights. And what I was watching for myself personally was how it affected sleep. And man, I sleep so much better when I don't watch television before I go to bed. That was something that I definitely discovered in the 3 or 4 days that I didn't watch it before I went to bed. I slept so much better.
Well, big mazel to you, Ben.
Because the circadian rhythm.
We don't talk enough on this podcast about your bravery and your heroism and the way you just attack challenges and report back from the
I don't
front
think
lines
we talk
for
about
our listeners
enough about your jealousy of me, the fact that you resent my successes.
If I could
and the
just have an
fact that
MSNBC
you've
party
sort
with the
of
people I'm
always
staying
been
with.
treading over
Ooh,
a pathway
how do I get
that
an invite
I
to this
cleared
MSNBC
for you, that
party?
I
Whose dick
cleared
do I have
for
to
you.
suck to get into this MSNBC
A
party?
set of
Suck it.
pathways that I opened up for you, and so I did
Great
before
week,
you.
Ben. Good job. Andrew, how about your challenge?
Jesus. Oh, no. MSNBC party. It just sounds so lame.
So sad.
So as we established in the first act, I love to watch TV to put myself to sleep. It seems to work pretty well for me. It knocks me out, especially if it's something bad. It can't be something good. If it's good TV, it'll keep me up because I'll be intrigued. But if it's like bad trash, then it puts you to sleep. But other than that, I did not have a problem not watching any TV. You know what I did? I listened to so much baseball on the radio. Holy shit. There's a game on, I would listen to it pretty much. And now I am a Manchurian candidate for Cobblestone Car Wash. Holy fucking shit. Cobblestone Car Wash can activate me to kill someone at any time. It's an ad that plays in radio baseball constantly. Cobblestone Car Wash.
Do you listen? Is it still the same station that
Well,
broadcasts?
I'm using the MLB app.
Oh, okay.
I'm not actually listening on you think I'm listening to
That's
the
right.
Rockies fucking
we're Orioles
radio?
fans now, right? Or we're
Yeah, I'm following the Orioles. I'm following the Mariners.
love it.
Listening to the
Love it.
Dodgers. Listening to
You know, what's funny is I went to a Rockies game this week. I don't want to bore our listeners internationally, but this is a team we've all loved that we now hate because of their ineptitude. So I haven't gone once all year, but I took the boys. I want them to see some baseball. And Andrew's texting me knowledgeably about about that game. I was like, shit, Andrew's glued to the radio. He knows every Rockies game.
Yep, listening. Oh man, that Rockies radio team, real depressing. But I don't want to get too into the weeds there. So I listened to lots of radio baseball. Did not watch TV. It did make me feel a little more connected with the strike, even though they didn't call for a consumer strike. It was it did kind of make me a little more aware of oh yeah, it feels good to tell someone you're not going to be participating in what they're doing financially, because that's the only thing they listen to. I never shop at Walmart. I don't use Amazon. You can tell companies you suck and I don't want to give you my money. And
Right.
The very first night was the hardest because I was like, oh man, I just got to go to sleep, just raw dog cold style. I got this little sound machine, as you might remember, listeners. I tracked out this sound machine that they used during our acupuncture challenge. So I had my sound machine and I was using it on the crickets sound, which is this very relaxing sound. And then I realized there's real crickets outside my window.
Then there's
Could you
probably
keep it
some
down?
in your bedroom.
Yeah.
I'm trying to listen to the crickets.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, God damn, I'm shutting my windows. I like this little loop of crickets that I can hear over and over again. So I use the crickets, but here's the unfortunate twist in the challenge.
Okay.
I got sick. I got a cold or COVID at this point. Who knows? I don't have any tests. I got
Also,
something.
who cares?
Yeah, and more importantly, who cares? And so I had this cold. I had a sore throat. I had sinus congestion. I felt like shit. And when it came time to go to bed, I was like, I'm putting myself to bed with some TV. I was lying there, tossing and turning, sweating. And so for 3 consecutive nights, I put myself to bed with a little TV.
For 3 nights.
3 nights in a row.
Wow.
I did, yeah.
3 nights. I go on a bender of one hard night, and you have the audacity to criticize me, Radio Man.
It's just
Radio Flyer over here shitting on
somewhere
me,
in the neighborhood of,
acting
I don't know, 15 minutes a night. It doesn't take long. But it's like when you have a baby and you're trying to take that pacifier away from them and they're losing their shit and it's midnight. You're giving that baby the pacifier.
72 years old. You are not a baby.
I need that.
Was
I
it all
needed that
Marlboro
pacifier.
Man or what?
No,
did you
here's what I
watch?
watched, and this is why it put me to sleep. There's this Netflix show called The Witcher, based on a video game, which is based on a series of Polish fantasy novels. It's a rich tapestry to draw from to make a series. But I did enjoy the video game, and I do generally like fantasy shows. It is so bad. It is so atrocious of a show. Man, it puts me out like a tranquilizer dart. So I watched a little of The Witcher for 3 consecutive nights.
Andrew, do you ever watch television?
No.
Because you enjoy it?
Why would I do that?
There's so much
No, there's
television
lots of
that
stuff
you like.
I enjoy, but I don't watch that when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Well, all right.
So-
well, Andrew failed.
I failed. But I was
well-
at this point where I was like, I have to sleep, and I'm not going to lie here tossing and turning and fighting, sleeping.
What
I
about,
just wanna go to sleep.
did your cricket machine affect your circadian rhythm? You see what I...
That thing is great.
I do.
It works
I like
great.
it.
Yeah, did you like it? Okay.
I'm just stunned. You guys are weak-willed. You're sad little men who are glued to your little fucking devices.
Wow.
And it's just
Adam,
pathetic.
how
It's
did you do?
pathetic. Oh, I just fucking crushed it by not watching TV for a week, which was the fucking challenge, dudes.
Wow.
Well,
I just crushed
but
it. I
you
just
broke
succeeded.
how? Tell us how you did break.
I didn't break.
Yeah, you're a fucking liar.
Tell us
You're
how
a
you broke.
fucking liar.
I'll text
Bullshit.
Katie right
The
now.
only way that it could even be construed as breaking.
You had
is
your
we
own
let-
MSNBC party. I know.
I had my own MSNBC show. I broke the strike. No,
I'm a
crossed
scab.
the line. I'm scabbing for MSNBC now. No, I mean, like when Ellis takes a nap every day, we let Malcolm watch some TV. So I turn it on for him, but that's it. I just
And
turn it
you
on. Then
watched
I go work
Paw
out.
Patrol. You
No, I didn't at all.
You fucking
He's off
watched
Paw
it.
Patrol. It's all Transformers and Tobots all the fucking time over here, dude.
Oh, dude, that's hard to turn away from. You didn't watch any Transformers.
No, and Bumblebee was up to some shit, and I was like, oh, what's he doing?
How do you know that?
Yeah, yeah,
How do
yeah.
you
It
know
sounds
that
like
if
you
didn't
maybe
watch
caught
it?
a little
always
of
up to
it.
some shit. Because he's always up to
Sounds
some
like you
shit.
knew the A story of the episode, dude.
Side-eyeing it.
I didn't watch
I bet
any
you were
television.
like standing like, I'm not looking, like when I change in front of you and you're like, I'm not looking, but I can tell you're looking.
like when you change in front of me. Yeah, Ben and I go swimming a lot.
Yeah.
I ask him to go swimming all the time.
And I'm always like, don't look at me, I'm dropping trout. And you're like, I'm not looking, but I can
not.
see you're
Well,
like, oh, you know what I
This was
mean?
not like that. This was not
No.
like that at all. I didn't
Okay.
watch any TV. One night I went to a concert. One night I went out and played indoor soccer.
Was there a TV behind the band, like a big screen? Did they have a projection screen behind the band that was showing MSNBC?
They did not.
All right.
I love that MSNBC is our kryptonite
Yeah.
all of a sudden. Like,
I can't think of anything I would watch less in my fucking life.
Oh my God, Maddo.
I will say this. So that is a nice way of Katie and I to relax at night and spend some time with each other versus just parenting. And so one night I was home and we were like, well, what now? And Katie is a big fan of board games, and I always feel bad for her because I'm so not. And I don't want to play them, and she always wants to play them. But that night, we just played a few games, and we bonded like a nice married couple.
What games did you play?
Well, it was a combo pack. Katie also likes tarot cards and is trying to like learn how to do them a little bit. So she read my tarot. We went and did that for a little bit, and then she read her own. Then we played bananagrams for a while.
Oh, that's
Tarot,
fun.
little
That's a
bananagrams.
fun-
Yeah.
Tarot, the original TV.
So it was some quality bonding time with my wife, not staring at a screen. It was lovely.
You didn't
It was
slip.
just fine.
You didn't slip. No phone stuff. You're not looking at your phone. You're not going to a movie, maybe? You didn't go to a movie to the cinema?
Don't come at me with that like 70s New York voice. I can't handle it.
You didn't go to the fucking cinema? You telling me you didn't go
I
to
also
the
went to a
fucking
movie, I
cinema?
forgot.
Tell
Andrew,
me
what
you
did you
need
say?
money to go to the
Nothing.
fucking
I
cinema.
didn't say
I'll give you
anything.
money.
What did you say?
I didn't say
Andrew?
anything.
Yeah.
I went to a
Andrew,
movie.
What'd you
I
say?
forgot.
You went to a movie too.
I did. I went to a movie.
Jesus Christ.
I went to a movie.
You forgot you went to a movie.
I forgot.
Jesus
I went and
fucking Christ.
talked to me with my friends.
Andrew.
Yes, we didn't say no movies. We didn't say, and I didn't. I spaced it. I was thinking TV.
We didn't say no movie. Come on, man.
Shit,
You could
Andrew.
assume that this includes
I went and saw
movies.
Talk to Me the day after you told me. I saw a movie.
It's
I
hard
went
to
and saw
remember
a movie.
things. Is the real takeaway from this challenge.
Jesus Christ,
Oh
you
my
guys.
God! I went to see Talk to Me. I
Yeah, I
totally
texted
forgot
Ben
about
how
that.
scary it
By the way,
was.
what a
It was very
fantastic
scary.
movie.
This is unprecedented bad. You guys, there needs to be some sort of fucking punishment for this. This is wild.
We didn't say no movies.
Wild
I
how
didn't think. I
badly
wasn't
you guys
thinking
did
about.
this
Thinking
challenge.
no TV.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
That's
we didn't
awful.
say
that's,
movies.
That's like no screen time. We didn't say I couldn't borrow somebody else's phone and upload my Instagram on it. Like, come on, dudes. You're not even trying anymore.
No, we are trying. Shut up! I tried. I didn't watch TV for like.
The only way I would accept
3 or
you guys
4
both
nights.
going to a movie is if it was MSNBC the movie, bigger, badder, uncut. Then I'd be like,
In
I get
IMAX.
it, I get it. But you had to come on. There's got to
Yeah.
be. Listen, let's turn it over to Patreon or something. I mean, I want to say, do it again for a fucking week.
Oh, my
'Cause
God.
You failed this so bad. so bad.
Well, here's the thing. I like television. I love movies.
That's why it was a
hate that
challenge.
this is-
That's why it's a challenge.
Okay, well, then let's ask this. Does this make the world a better place? And will I continue doing it? Number one, I'll answer. I'll go first because everybody's wondering, where do I stand on it? Number one, no, I will not continue doing this. I like television. I'm not ashamed of it. It is the business we work in.
Not really.
And I don't want to, well, not really anymore, but we did. No, but we still work within it. We still take ideas out when the industry is open. And do I think it makes the world a better place? Probably. Yeah, I mean, reading more, us sleeping, all sleeping better. The terrible, terrible ideas that are passed around through movies and television that are passed off as fact or intellectual canon. But it's art to me. I think television and movies and the people who create them are artists. And
It's like touring an art museum when you really think about it. And you're touring an art museum all
Thank
the time
you.
for 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's culture, dude.
Yep.
Andrew, what about
How
you? Do you think
dare they?
do you think this makes the world a better place, and will you do
I
it
think
again?
not watching TV, it's always beneficial. It's fun to joke around about growing up without a TV, but I'm very glad that I grew up without a TV. I wish that I had that kind of fortitude to have raised my kid without TV, but I didn't. So yeah, I think
I love Andrew's side of mouth resignation. But I didn't.
But I didn't.
But I didn't. Now my child is actually a television.
But I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't watch a ton of TV in my waking life, but this was a good example of how hard it is for me to sleep these days. It was, if nothing else, I would love to go to sleep without watching TV. I think it's not a good habit.
Yeah, truly, I feel like you need to figure out a way to dismount from the TV crutch for your sleep. Like, I don't know if that, it seems like a deeper, you need help, bud. It's not a good way to go to sleep every night. It just can't be.
Yeah, it's,
right?
well, I mean, it's not uncommon. A lot of people go to sleep TV on, but yeah, I would love to.
A lot of people storm the Capitol January 6th. It ain't right.
But I would love to sleep without watching TV. So will I continue this challenge? I will. Yeah, I would like to not. I mean, the number one easiest way to do it is to take the TV out of my bedroom.
I mean, I feel like your punishment should be take the TV out of your
Take the
bedroom
TV out.
and put it into Ben's, because I don't care how Ben sleeps, but I care about
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Jealousy
you.
rears its stupid fucking head again. Adam, how do you feel about the challenge? And make it quick.
Oh, will I do it again? Will I successfully complete the challenge while you two fail it again? Yeah, I have a feeling it'll happen again really soon on this very podcast. I have a feeling it will happen
There's
again.
no way of proving that you actually did it. I would love to talk to Katie about that.
You're forbidden from talking.
Adam, will you continue doing it? You completed this challenge the best out of all of us.
No, I like watching TV and movies a lot as well. We're all in this career because we love this shit. I'm not going to avoid it hard, but I'll tell you this, like, I do have young kids. They are already glued to TV. They want screen time. They want more all the fucking time. And, when Malcolm comes down, because he's in that phase, you put him to bed, and he takes an hour as he comes down and asks questions or has this concern. And every time he comes down, it's just me and my wife slouched on the couch watching TV. So he's seeing, like, oh, when I go to bed, my parents watch TV. It'd be much cooler if he came down and, like, I'm playing board games with his mom. I'd much rather he have that memory than us just, like, bumps on a fucking log on the couch watching TV every night. So, like, it's a good thing, I think, to spend more quality time with your partner than just sitting there watching the same fucking thing.
Agreed.
So I'm going to try to do that more.
The majority of the nights where I did not watch television or see a movie, and if I was with somebody, I sat up talking. And I think that that's always a great way to pass time, is just having good conversation, playing a game, reading. So I definitely will try to incorporate it more, but not all the way, because I like television and I like movies. By the way, everybody, go see Talk to Me.
I like how this went from our own little consumer strike to an outright shill for a movie that's in theaters.
Yeah, but this is not an American film, right?
It's an A24 movie, and A24 actually agreed to all of the demands from SAG and WGA, which gave them that loophole so that they've been working with actors, which is controversial in its own right. But it is very funny that we're like, boy, if you want to see a good movie, go see this.
It is a fantastic fucking horror movie. It's really good. It's a new
And
take.
just anything
I like
that
it.
Disney or Netflix is putting out, just watch it.
Yeah, guys. And I can't tell you, MSNBC, what a banger. Microsoft NBC, I like it. No, I appreciate you guys doing this challenge. Boo, that was hard. That was a hard one for me.
I appreciate you guys not doing this challenge.
It's just, it's all I hear now. And you're,
Oh, that's the sound of your TV in the background. I think.
No, that's your resentment winding up as you get ready to
Sure,
cut.
it's not just the low hum of the television that's been on this whole time.
You're petty. That's what it is. You're stripping the catalytic converter.
We made a
off of
commitment to our listeners. We made a commitment to our listeners to try these things, and then
I was
every
sick,
week you and
and I
Andrew
forgot
forsake
when I
that
went to the
commitment.
movies.
And
My
it's
God.
why I'm the favorite Grolix. Everyone tells me that. It's why I'm stealing the podcast.
I'm an alcoholic, and I didn't want to make people feel uncomfortable, and so I did it with them. Yeah, well, I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable. Me leaving the room, all you guys are drinking. I'm going to go somewhere else. No, I'm going to have a few drinks with you.
Ben, have you been drinking again?
Okay, so now this is getting
Yes,
taking
I'm
a
drinking
very
again.
interesting turn.
I'm not drinking
Oh,
again.
wow.
No, I don't want to start that. I don't want to start the emails and the texts coming in. No, I'm not drinking again. But anyway, listeners, we want to hear from you. Tell us, how much TV do you watch? Do you own it? If you don't own a television, we want to hear from you. How do you do that? Do
you keep your
How's
TV
that?
in the garage and bring it inside for special occasions?
Please message us and let us know whether you have a television. Please. I have to know.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you don't have a television, how do you do that?
And if you do
That's
have a
all I'm
television,
asking.
be sure to message us and tell us that you have a television.
No, I'm not saying you have got stuck in a gear.
We want the
right
make,
now.
model,
You are like
gear.
stuck in like
A gear
this gear, and you
disappointment.
can't
A gear
get out of it.
disappointment. I'm in the disappointed gear.
Let's
I'm
work
there.
through it, Adam.
Let's work
Let it
through
go.
it.
We both failed. You're the idiot in this challenge.
Hey, you might not be drinking anymore, but you're still disappointing your friends.
Yes, I'm a dry drunk. No one has ever said I'm anything but a dry drunk, okay? But
gotta
what
go.
you are
My
right
kid's
now
fucking
is not
preschool
willing to
teacher's here.
succumb to the
Gotta meet
tyranny
her.
of the mob, which is what Andrew and I are. We're telling you to watch television. It's safe. It's fine. Well, what a challenge. Yes. Reach out to us. Tell us how much television you watch. Do you not watch TV at all? Especially if you don't watch TV. We want to hear from you. Reach
fucked,
out.
Ben. Get fucked.
You know what, Adam? I let's talk off air for a minute about your dude, because I think it's a bit harsh. Okay, but anyway, let's listen to some more live stand-up comedy. Another great friend of ours is from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Been climbing up the ranks. We think you're going to hear about this comic a lot in the future. So why don't you just check out some comedy here from Nina Davis. And when we return, we've got more show. Third actors, you're on fucking deck. Get ready. Best third act in the biz. Plus, we're going to tease next episode's challenge. So please stay tuned.
I've been thinking about movies a lot lately. Has anyone here seen The Notebook? How do we feel? Yay for The Notebook?
I love it.
Okay, does anybody not like The Notebook? Does this whole audience hate you're gonna love this joke. You guys hate The Notebook? Cool. Me too, but not for the reasons you think. I just think it sends a poor message. I don't think it's very woke, okay? I think it glorifies dementia. I think it suggests that I could walk into any nursing home with a convincing enough story and convince anybody's grandparents, really, that they've been in love with me for the past 30 years. And I don't think that's healthy media. I watch a lot of Law & Order SVU. Anybody else? Yeah. I am convinced that Law & Order SVU is the most popular fantasy series on TV, right? Because the idea that an entire team of detectives is going to take sexual assault that seriously, it's a fucking fantasy, right? It's a fucking fantasy.
We are back. Welcome, third actors. Nice to see you here as we try to land this unwieldy plane that is the Grolic Saves the World. We had a great challenge. You don't care. It's just nice to see you. You're here for the credits. You're here for the plugs. You're here for us thanking people. Let's just get to it. Ben, who do we got to thank for this episode?
No one. No
Great.
one. Nothing.
Move it along.
No.
Oh, it feels good.
I mean, there's no one. We can't thank SAG. Sorry. We can thank SAG and the WGA
Sure.
for fighting the good fight.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Let's say
Thank you to our unions,
Yeah.
who we are only technically a part of at this point.
But still, we stand united with you, and thanks for doing the good work to everybody that's out there on the picket line fighting to make sure we get paid what we deserve. And I think that's it. Andrew, what do you think about maybe taking the reins on this? We missed you last episode.
Yeah, let me take it away. Plugs.
It's different,
plugs,
Adam.
plugs,
I told
plugs.
you it's bassier. I love it.
It is, but
That's
I
what you
feel
pay
like
me
we're
for.
faking enthusiasm for it because I feel like it's always kind of the same now, Andrew. I mean, no offense.
If I mixed it up all the time, then it wouldn't have any consistency. It needs a baseline so you appreciate when it
I
does
want to
get
hear the
mixed
hits.
up.
I want to hear the hits. If I show up, I want to hear the hits. I'm sorry. I want to hear them played.
You both are
as
making
they're
a lot of
played on
sense.
the record.
You're making a lot of sense, and I'm reevaluating my previous statement. Good job, Andrew.
Thank you.
I think there should only be one plug, the biggest plug. My High Plains Comedy Festival starts
No, stop
September
that.
21st.
Thank you for creating it.
through
It's
the
such a shelter in the storm, Ben.
I could not do less
It's
for
a
this
joke.
festival.
It's a joke
and this
that never
joke
gets old.
Kills me because I literally am the least involved.
Yeah, no, I started it. It's my goddamn festival that I run with Karen Wachtel, and producer Ron does way more than Ben or Andrew for this festival. This is a joke that Ben
It's
does
not a
every
hard
year.
goal to achieve.
I
do
invented
nothing
the
for this.
festival. I created the festival. And as I said on Facebook, when you tried to take a shot at me, the one consistency in our friendship, as always, has been your inability to write new material. This
Oh, I
old
love
joke
that. I love that
is
joke.
so
You
funny.
retold that joke
Every
in the
year-
sweetest bit of irony.
Every year
Isn't
we
that
have a funny
fun?
joke.
You retold it. Along with how many times have I tolerated being called the singer of whatever that stupid band is, Dishwalla?
That's great. Anyway, High Plains Comedy Festival is coming September 21st through 23rd. Tickets at highplainscomedyfestival.com. We're going to be doing a live Grolix. We're going to be doing a live Boy Crazy.
Yes,
So
that's going to be amazing.
keep your eyes on that website. Get tickets to those shows. They will sell out. Get them while you can. High Plains, baby. It's coming. The best time of the year.
For sure. And as always, we'd like to encourage you all to review this podcast, subscribe to it, follow, share it with other people. Please leave a review for us. We love getting reviews. There's been a lot of new ones. Also, if you don't already, you can follow us on all of the meads, all of the big meads at Grolix Comedy. That's where you find us.
Then, of course, there is our Patreon. You hear us plug it constantly. It's only because this allows us to do the podcast. Our Patreons are so generous. We appreciate you coming on board. Lots of new people all the time. You get Boy Crazy there. You get uninterrupted episodes. And you get the fourth act for $4. Various levels you can join at. Join us on Patreon. It's a lot of fun. It's growing fast, and we really appreciate you guys being part of this community.
Heck yeah.
As always, big thanks to AMTP Chief Negotiator Ron Doyle for all your work producing this podcast. Not so much negotiating the strike. And thanks
the
to Mike
behalf.
Henderson for all your help recording at our live show at the Bug Theater. Our theme music, as always, is by the striking Charlie Continental.
Oh my God, that's
Did
a
you-
double
did you
entendre
get it?
because
Thank
he
you.
stands in solidarity with us, but he's also handsome AF. That guy is
Classic good
handsome.
looks. Classic good
Yes.
looks. What are we doing? What are we doing next, Epi?
Well, I think a little bit of a vendetta needs to be dealt
Settled.
with.
Yes,
It does, I think.
this has been the summer of shit talking, and it's time to to settle it.
It is.
We're putting it on paper.
You really backed off. You really backed off that one. I was like, what's he gonna say? It's been the summer of shit talking.
I was gonna put it's time to put the nail in the coffin, and I was like, that's not the expression. The nail in the coffin is like a different expression. I just started driving down the wrong road.
Yeah, you did. In Rift City, you were going down the wrong way.
Yeah, no U-turns in Rift City, so I had to go in reverse the way back down the wrong road. It takes forever.
All you can do is just stop the car and wait for help. Andrew just stopped the car and waited for help.
Yeah. Yeah, in Rift City, AAA means they come and give you a new riff.
Yeah, they do. And we helped you along with that. But Andrew is right. There's a lot of shit talking this year, this baseball season, from one Adam Caton Holland towards one Benjamin Roy.
Oh, I believe
it was literally you. It was literally you shit talking him.
No. It was not me shit talking. Adam has had a big problem with me whenever it comes to physical challenge, because we know, Andrew, you're gonna lag behind, and that's fine. We love competing with you, but Adam, oh, you are so full of shit. I'm gonna fuck you up with this. This is bad.
Okay, Ben, that's cute. Just like you did on swimming.
Oh my God.
Okay.
We each tied on that one. You fucking boner.
You can look forward to the next episode, because this is going to be set in concrete. The results are going to be forever.
No, okay. All right. Unless someone is, cheating.
They're forever results. You have a bad day, it's forever. Okay?
Yeah, whatever. Play us out, Charlie. You fucking assholes.